I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Kenny. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like me. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on a brand new Beamer. Tryna earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keto. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque yo no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into this is episode 117. It says 116. Pretty sure it's episode 117 of the WAG Show. I am your host, Ben Hustler. We are here to talk about today's best bets. We got Monday Night Football going on here. Jets and Bills. Aaron Rodgers making his Jets debut. Looks like there's going to be some rain in the forecast for the game tonight. It absolutely poured in that Sunday night game last night. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. College football, I mean, just absolute domination of college football betting by yours truly over the weekend. I went up, I think, 14 units between Friday and Saturday college football betting. So absolutely monster day. Monster week. NFL betting was pretty good. Went up around a unit. Hit a nice same game parlay on last night's game. It was like plus 414 with the profit boost. We had Tony Pollard touchdown, Saquon Barkley 40 plus rushing yards, Darren Waller 25 plus receiving yards, Cowboys, and the over like 36 and a half or something. So pretty good day. Weekend, fantastic betting. College football dominated. NFL profited. NFL DFS, not great for your boy in week one. We'll talk about it on the cash process, me and AC tomorrow. But sometimes, that's how it goes. Made a bad 2v2 decision, which I just knew was a bad. Like, I knew it was bad going into the slate. I just knew it was bad. But I've played pretty decent volume DFS for 6 years, and I've never lost on week one until this year. So I guess we were kind of due for an L in week one. Unfortunate, but that's how it goes. SGP pretty much hit before half. Yeah, I mean, Dallas was just killing them. Over was looking pretty good. And the guys that did their props. So, yeah, that was pretty much a sweat-free. Michael, what's up, Mitchell? How we doing? All right, so let's talk. We'll talk about tonight's game. I mean, look, I'm of the belief early on in the season, I like to stick to my gut. So if we look at yesterday, I had Tyreek Hill in my main DFS lineup all week, changed it on Sunday morning. Not a great decision. I loved the Cowboys all week. Didn't end up betting them other than that same game parlay, but I mean, they smashed. So I'm going to stick with my gut here. Gut reaction when the slate first came out, I liked the New York Jets, and I like the Jets in this game. So I'm going with the Jets tonight. I gave out a free pick on TikTok. It was the Jets money line. I like the Jets here. There are several betting systems that like the Jets. When I say betting systems, I mean divisional. If you guys, I tweeted this out, I don't know, a month ago, but home divisional dogs in week one has been a very profitable betting system throughout the last 10 years. They're hitting almost 60% of the time. I tweeted about that like a month ago. I think that Aaron Rodgers in specifically has been very good as a home underdog. Obviously, different team, but I think his team now is definitely capable of winning. Real life football take, the Bills defense, while their record doesn't look that bad last year, I was not very impressed with their defense when they did not have Von Miller on the field. I think that particularly got exposed in the playoffs. And I think that's a big boost for the New York Jets that Von Miller is out for this game. I think that's a big help for the Jets. So there's some historical betting trends that lean to the Jets here. Real life football take. I definitely think the Jets can have some success here without Von Miller. And look, if it's bad weather, like if it's raining, a lot of people like that. You can see the under is a clear play here. Opened at 46, it's down to 44.5. Despite 60% of the bets still were on the over, but 60% of the money was on the under. So big money on the under. Low scoring game. That leans me towards Aaron Rodgers as well. He's very good, obviously, in close games. When he was in Green Bay the last few years, we saw him, they played very slow. So, I think it would benefit him not to be in like a shootout right off the jump. So home team, home divisional dog, Aaron Rodgers as a home dog has been a printing press. Give me the Jets tonight. I like the Jets to win this game outright. Bills 50-50 backfield. No. I think that James Cook will be the clear lead back. I think that he will probably lose red zone work to Damian Harris. But I would be pretty surprised if it's a 50-50 split. No, I think James Cook is the clear lead back. And in the preseason, they used him like he was the lead back. So I think James Cook is lead back. Now, Jets 50-50 backfield. That is a conversation we can have. I have no idea. Truthfully have no idea what the Jets are going to do. I'm assuming Dalvin Cook is going to get early down work, but I don't know. I mean, how does Breece Hall just not get on the field? I don't see that happening. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. No idea what the Jets are going to do, but I do think James Cook's lead back for the Bills. Dewan, you like the Jets too? I like to hear that. All right, so that's my pick for the game. I like the Jets. I do lean under, but 44.5, not as good as the earlier lines. So I don't know. The weather looks bad, but it also looks like it's going to stop raining. So maybe in the second half, it's not raining, which would help things. In terms of prop bets, I would probably lean under passing yards on these guys. Like I said, it's tough for me. It would be tough for me to bet on Dalvin rushing yards or anything like that because I just don't know how much these guys are going to play. So this is a tough prop betting game, I think. I think the chalk picks, like everyone's going to want to bet on Garrett Wilson tonight. Love Garrett Wilson as a player. I think he's going to have a good year. But I think that's going to be like the most popular prop bet. Like people are going to be betting him over catches, over yards. Like people are going to want to bet on Garrett Wilson tonight. So I don't know. Is Cowboys that elite or Giants O-line that bad? I mean, Dallas definitely has like a top 2 or 3 defense in the NFL. That is a fact. Obviously, they're not going to score touchdowns like that every game. But yeah, the Cowboys are legitimately good. People. I don't know why people discredit Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott is good. It's more of a Mike McCarthy thing when it comes to the playoffs. But yeah, I think Dallas is legit good. I think Dallas. I told you guys when we did the preview for the division. I told you I thought Dallas was probably going to win that division. McDermott's so inconsistent with his running backs workload. I'll skip that prop. I'm not betting on them prop wise. But I think James Cook will be the lead back. I did put a same game parlay in the Discord. I'm not going to give it out here. It's pretty tasty, I think, and it is plus. Let's see what the odds are here. It's plus 1560. You can use this Gronkowski boost on it if you're in the Discord. You can use this Gronkowski boost on it to get the odds up even more. But yeah, go check that out if you're a premium member. If you're not a premium member, betcover.com/pricing if you want access. Every Browns defensive player go to the Pro Bowl. Browns defense look very good. Obviously, I picked the Browns to win that game. We saw this last year. Cincinnati was very, very bad in week 1 because they didn't play their guys in the preseason. Once again, this year, didn't play their guys in the preseason because, Joe Burrow was hurt, so there's not really anything you can do about that, but they didn't really play their other guys, and, it hurt them in week 1. I don't think they care because, they'll heat up in the second half, and they've done it the last 2 years. They've been playing their best football by the time the playoffs come, and that's what they want to do. So I don't think the Bengals care. But I think it was a combination of that and the fact that the Browns defense is legitimately good. I said 3 AFC North teams were going to make the playoffs: Baltimore, Cincy, and Cleveland. And I don't know, maybe that woke people up. People were definitely sleeping on the Browns. The Browns are good. I think they're well coached. They have a very good defense. If they get close to 2020 Deshaun Watson, they are definitely going to make the playoffs. I think people just want the Cowboys be bad. Yeah, 100%. I don't like the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, and I hate Mike McCarthy. But objectively, I do think they're very good. And you guys know I root for the Eagles. That's my team right now because of Jalen Hurts. So obviously, I don't want the Cowboys to win that division, but I do think they have a very good chance to. I think they're going to go to the NFC Championship game. I don't know if they can get to the Super Bowl, but we'll see. Overreactions to week 1. I mean, people overreact to week 1 every year. I wouldn't. It's very, very tough. There's a fine line when it comes to football because you don't want to overreact, but at the same time, it's not baseball and it's not basketball. There's not daily games. You only have one game to go off of each week. So while you don't want to overreact, you have to adjust quickly because if you don't, it will be too late because there's just not enough of a sample size. So I will say that in terms of the overreactions to week 1, I'm trying to think of any I've heard. I mean, probably Bengals stuff. I don't know why it's not shocking that the Bengals didn't play well. They didn't we saw this last year when these guys didn't play in the preseason. All the teams that didn't play their starters in the preseason, I don't think you should be reacting to how they played much in that first game. Even Nick Sirianni said after the game, he should have played his guys more in the preseason. So the Eagles are falling into that category. The Baltimore Ravens fall into that category. Cincinnati Bengals fall into that category. The Giants look bad, though. I mean, I was lower on the Giants anyways. You guys know my sleeper NFC North team was, well, my sleeper NFC team in general was the Packers, but I have a bet in on the Packers to win that division, and they looked very good. Giants looked bad. I said that a reason I thought the Packers could get in the playoffs is because the Giants were not going to make the playoffs this year. I don't know. I'm sure they'll turn around, but they looked disgustingly bad. Talk about Seahawks for sure. Yeah, Mitch, I don't even want to talk about it. Not only did the Seahawks sell our parlay that I had, they also sold my DFS lineups because I had Geno. Started off hot, Mitchell. First quarter of that game, Seattle, right down the field. Geno hits Tyler Lockett for a touchdown, and Tyler Lockett just drops it. So should have been 7-0 right there. Ended up kicking a field goal. And then later on, Seahawks right down the field. DK Metcalf, great route, and Geno hits him. Touchdown, Seattle. Started off, so it was looking good. I mean, especially if Lockett would have caught that, and it was 2 quick TDs for Geno, I mean, it was looking good. But, yeah, credit to the Rams' game plan. That was a disaster. That was pretty much the only thing I was super wrong about in week 1 was Seattle right there. Like, what a disaster. Just disgusting. Chargers, offense looks better. Defense is our defense. Yeah, Chargers, I wouldn't care, about losing that game. It was a Chargers, classic Chargers. They lose. Look, I grew up, if you guys don't know this, I actually grew up a Chargers fan when I was younger. I rooted for the Chargers very hard. LaDainian Tomlinson was my favorite player when I was a child. So throughout my childhood, I rooted for the Chargers. And yeah, I mean, if you're a Chargers fan, you know how many just crushing losses that they have had. They're basically like the West Coast version of the Browns. Like, they create new ways to lose football games. But the Dolphins are very good. The Dolphins are legitimately a good team. So, they lost, but yeah, the offense looked fine. Defense, they definitely gotta figure some things out. But it was Mike McDaniel with 2 months to prepare for a game, so I don't really know what defense is gonna stop that. No talking. Yeah, Seattle. I mean, just disaster. I mean, hindsight's 2020, but of course, like literally like the chalkiest spot on the DFS slate. It wouldn't be a DFS week 1 without the chalk just smashing. Like the one time I really don't play much chalk, it just literally goes nuclear and breaks the DFS slate. It's just so unfortunate, but it's all right. We cashed showdown last night. Hopefully we can cash showdown again tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. About this game. This is a weird game. This is a weird game for showdown. I haven't decided. I do think I think I'm gonna be a little lower on Diggs. I think I prefer Garrett Wilson to Diggs, but we'll see. Brother versus brother tonight has got to go off. I really hope they both get in the end zone, Mitchell. That would be incredible. Do you like the over or under? I was definitely on the under at 45.5, 45, 44.5. Still probably lean under, especially if there's going to be rain. Still probably lean under. Do you ever play kickers in showdown? Yeah. If people follow my course, they know we play kickers a good amount, at least maybe not in cash like optimal, but I do play kickers a lot of times on like my tournament team. I thought Swift was Philly lead back. Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys read my article, I liked Kenneth Gainwell as like a late round fantasy pick. And I thought that there was a chance he could get more work than people thought. And he did. I mean, he had more touches almost than Swift had snaps. Rashad Penny was a healthy scratch. Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell is the guy in Philly, I think, based off that first game. We'll see if Swift's role grows, but at the same time, if his role grows, he's probably liable to get hurt because he is like one of the guys that gets hurt all the time. So I don't know. I liked Gainwell in season long, and I'm happy that I have him on quite a bit of my teams. Josh Naked, yeah. You can definitely do that always. I like Kincaid a little bit at his price point. I like Hardy. He's supposed to be their slot guy. He's the minimum price on DraftKings. He's like $300 or something, $200, which is insane for a showdown. He'll be super, super high owned. But I like Kincaid at his price. Any prop picks? Yeah, I said this is a tough game, I think, for props. I think the public's going to be all over Wilson stuff, like over 5.5 catches, over yards. So I don't know. I haven't thought much about the prop stuff yet. I like Knox. Yeah, Knox could always get involved in the red zone. I think Kincaid is going to get a lot of looks, though, as he's just really good. But we could see Knox a lot in the red zone. He does have a connection, obviously, with Allen as well. Hardy had a Shakur. Yeah, I think Hardy is the slot guy for sure, based off of what we have seen. Article for that. Yeah, showdown article will be out in. I started working on it probably like 4:30ish. It'll be out. So that'll be up on dfscomer.com. Obviously, we have your betting tools at betcomer.com. My bets are already posted in the Discord. I'll have another plays later, like prize picks or underdog or sleeper, something like that. Overall, if you guys have any other questions, you can find me in the Discord. Head to betkarmachat.com, get in the Discord, or click the chat room link in your app. Good luck with your bets tonight. I will be back tomorrow. Probably tomorrow at 3 p.m. We'll see. Maybe not, based off of the when I do the video with Anthony. So if not tomorrow, I'll 100% there will be a Wednesday show. Probably be a show tomorrow, but it depends on when Anthony wants to do our video. So we'll see about tomorrow. I'll be in the Discord. I like Kincaid Michael a lot. Good luck with your bets tonight.